I was driving alone through the middle of nowhere when I got too tired to keep going. It was late, maybe around 1 in the morning. The highway was almost empty, and the only place I could find was a cheap roadside motel with a flickering sign and a half-lit parking lot. It looked creepy the second I pulled in, but I was exhausted, so I went inside, paid for one night, and got a room on the second floor. The man at the front desk barely looked at me. He just handed me the key and said, "Room 15, end of the hall." My room was old, humid, and way too quiet. I dropped my bag, locked the door, turned the TV on low, and lay down on the bed. That's when I heard it, a voice from the room next door. At first, I thought somebody was talking on the phone, but then I realized the voice wasn't normal. It was one person, changing voices, one deep, one soft, like he was having a conversation with himself. I sat up and listened. The deeper voice sounded angry. The softer one sounded scared, back and forth. Perfect timing, no overlap, no pause. Just one man pretending to be two people in the dark. Then it stopped completely. The room next to mine went silent. A few seconds later, I heard 3 slow knocks on the wall beside my bed. Knock, knock, knock. I froze. Then a voice came through the wall. Soft, calm, almost playful. "I know you're listening." My heart started pounding so hard I could hear it. I grabbed my phone and called the front desk. I told the clerk the guy next door was acting insane. There was silence for a second. Then the clerk asked, "What room next door?" I said, "Room 14, and he went quiet. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. "Sir, room 14 is empty." I stared at the wall. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. Then, from the bathroom, I heard a dripping sound. I slowly walked in and looked at the fogged-up mirror above the sink. Words were written across it. "Stop pretending you don't hear me." I stumbled back and grabbed my bag. I didn't care what was happening anymore. I opened my door and ran into the hallway. The whole second floor was empty, but room 14 was open, just a little. Dark inside. I should have kept running. I know I should have, but I looked. Inside the room there was almost nothing. No suitcase, no clothes, no signs that anybody had stayed there. Just an old television sitting in the corner, and it was on. I stepped closer and looked at the screen. It was showing a live video feed from inside my room. My bed, my bag, my door, everything. I felt my stomach drop, and then I heard a whisper right behind me. Very close. So close it felt like breath on my neck. "You finally came over." I turned around, and that's where my memory ends. The next thing I remember, I was standing in the motel parking lot at sunrise and holding my car keys, with room 14's key in my hand.